Hi, if you have been sending proposals on Upwork and you have not been getting any response, then this video is for you. Most freelancers actually think that the reasons why they are not getting any response from a client is because they do not have the experience. Or some even think that because the market is saturated. And honestly, that is not the case. In fact, some of the mistakes I'm going to be showing you today are the main reasons why your proposals are not even getting viewed at all. And one of these mistakes actually changed everything for me. My name is Oluwayemisi. I am a data scientist and I'm a freelancer on Upwork. After landing my first Upwork client, I started paying close attention to what works and what does not work. And I actually noticed something very interesting. Many freelancers are making the same mistake over and over again. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the biggest reasons why clients ignores your proposal and what you should do instead. So let's get right into it. The first mistake is your opening line is very boring. So when you're writing proposals, right, you have to be very, very strategic. It's a strategy that gets your proposals to be viewed. So let me give you an example now, right? So this is a paper I want to write now, and this is what I will literally, or this is how I will literally write it. So instead of you to actually start your proposals with saying, oh, hello, my name is so and so, and then you're like, it's just so boring, or you're trying to tell who you are, describe what you do, you know, you're just wasting time. All of this, some of these clients actually see these things every time, and they know when your proposals are, they know when you can't even you can't even work at all, and you know, from your proposals. So here are the things that you actually do to make sure that your proposals are not boring. The first thing I like to tell you is that drop in your portfolio. You have a lot of work, please drop it. Drop as many as you can. You know, first of all, let's read the job description to let me tell you or how I would write my proposals very short. And you know, we are seeking a machine learning research intern, right, to support research in AI and machine learning. The intern will develop and evaluate novel algorithms, conduct experiments, and contribute to research publications and technical reports. Ideal candidates have a strong foundations in machine learning, statistics, and experience in deep learning framework, and a passion for advancing AI research. So you can see, you look at everything that you're supposed to look at. Look at the how much they are paying, right? Look at where the person is. I like to look at where the person is from, there, you know, the state they are from, so I know who I'm working with. I'm very sorry, I do not like working with Nigerians because someone wants to just give you 10,000 naira to just do a work that is, you know, worth over 100 and something thousand naira. Yeah, so I don't like working with Nigerians. So the skill here is machine learning and artificial intelligence. That is the skill that's required. I like to check in the proposals to see what's up, how many proposals has been dropped, and also to see the last time that proposed the client actually viewed, you know, or dropped the job, right, to see how many is interviewing. And so why will you invite over 30 people? Like, almost, that is serious. Anyways, so yes, if I'm writing this now, the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to say hello. I like to check the person's name to see that, okay, fine, let's say hello. So I like to check the person's name. If someone has mentioned the person's name before from here, you can check it down below here to see if someone has mentioned the person's name before. Okay, yeah, someone has mentioned the name before. Ashan. I think this is Ashan. So I like to say hello, Ashan, right? I like to say hello, Ashan. Then I say here is my portfolio, right? Then I drop in the portfolio. That's the first thing I like to do. Drop in your portfolio. Have a lot of things inside your portfolio. Don't just go and do one project and just expect that you're supposed to, you know, they're supposed to see that you have done one job is not enough. Put as many as you can inside your portfolio. So I may not write everything about, like, you know, I don't want to go into so much detail, right, because we have a lot of things to also discuss. But I'll just say, here, Ashan, here is my portfolio. Go ahead and say, this is what I'll do for you. I'll first color your data, I'll clean it, I'll analyze it, I'll, you know, everything that they want to do. They want you to go straight to the point. And I always say this, right, that if you are a beginner on Upwork, right, I always say this, that, you know, tell them something extra that you do for them, not because you want to, or not, I mean, don't let pride, or don't let maybe feel like, oh, why will I do extra free work for them? No, you should do it for them because that is another reason why they should hire you. Getting your first client is very difficult, but telling them you also go ahead, you go out of your way to also do something extra for them is very important. I see that's the reason why it would be like, oh, I want to hire somebody on this, and I'm supposed to hire somebody on this also. But this person said he's going to do this and also even going to help me with this. So you see, that's a very big advantage of why a reason why I would actually hire you. Number two mistakes that freelancers do is that they talk too much about themselves. Too much about yourself. I don't see reasons why you would come and be describing who you are, what you've done in the future, and everything. Please go straight to the point and tell them what you want to do. Straight to the point. Tell them it as just like I said, hello Ashan, here is my portfolio. I have seen your job and I tell I've seen your job description and this is how I will help you do your projects, and you go straight to the point and tell them what you are going to do. Clients are not hiring because of your life story. They don't want to hear, they don't care. They don't really care, how many experiences. Some actually look at the experience, but some don't. Majority of them don't look at the experience, years of experience you have. Someone who has 1 year experience can even be better than someone who has 4 years experience. The main thing is that they just want to see that you are able to do their work for them as fast and as quick as possible, and as nice as possible. Number three mistakes I would say is that you're applying too late. You're applying too late. Let me turn. You are applying too late. Some of you are sleeping. I mean, you want to apply for jobs on Upwork and you feel like you're supposed to just apply it at your own convenience. Like, no, it's not supposed to be done. You should always have the app on your phone. Always check it. Always make sure that you are looking out for what has been dropped, what has someone dropped, what has the client dropped, what has so that you can apply as fast as possible. Because if you are saying, oh, okay, I've seen the job, I'll save it, let me go, and then come back maybe in the evening around 4 o'clock, I'm going to apply, the work will have gone. They would have picked another person. So you need to make sure that you are applying as fast as possible. You are copying and pasting proposal. Let me show you what some of you do. Some of you just copy these things, right? You copy and then you go to ChatGPT and then paste it, and say, write me a very, very good proposal for Upwork. Yeah. So some of you do this, right? Very, very, in fact, some of you will say, go ahead and say, write me something very nice that will make clients too. I did that. And that is why I am here to tell you as a beginner some of the mistakes that I've made for you to correct it. So you don't have to go through what I have actually gone through, right? So if you say, oh, write me a very good proposals and everything, it's going to give you the longest proposal ever. That's one thing with ChatGPT. It will give you a very long proposals. I mean, you're not applying for a full-time job. You're not applying for a full-time role. So why is your proposal as long as this? If I see this on Upwork, I will not even bother to read it. I will just leave and pick another person. So that's very important. When you are writing your proposals, right, you need to stop copying and pasting your proposals. There's a way I actually do ask ChatGPT to give me my proposal just for some things, adding some things, which I'm going to be showing you in another video of how you can use ChatGPT to also write your proposals as fast as possible and still get your first client or still get your client. Right? So that's very important. The next mistake that freelancers are making is you are applying the wrong jobs, the very, very wrong jobs. Let me show you how I apply for jobs as fast as possible, right? You see where it shows, you can see here, saved search. It saved the work I can do. That's the research I can do, or the things I can do, my whole this thing. It shows you machine learning, it shows you research academic, it shows you academic writing, it shows you data analytics. These are things. So anytime that I am seeing job posts in this place, they are going to be related to just this. Yes. But if I do not have this, I'm randomly going to see a lot of job descriptions that are not even in my niche, or something that is probably just a bit in my niche but is not really my field. And that is not what you should be doing, because you need to be, that's why I say it's very strategic. You need to be very strategic to know and get the moment they drop a job that is very close to your niche, bam, you are really just hitting it and applying it immediately. So let me show you how I got this safe search so you can apply for the right jobs. The first thing you do is you go to your job search, right? And then you go to your job search and then you type data science, or let me Let me type machine learning. Can you see? So when I click on enter now, you see that it's going to show me this. This is how it will come out. Whenever you search for a job, this is how you would see your, this is how it's going to view, or this is how you're going to view it, right? So what you now do is that you come to category, you click on select category. So selecting category now is basically you clicking, or whatever it is related, if it's related to data science, if it's related to machine learning, whatever it is related to is what you actually click, right? Then you now go to experience level. If you want jobs that are come in as entry level, if you want to be seeing jobs as intermediate, if you're a beginner, just look for entry level. Just forget about this intermediate and expert. Forget about it. Just click on entry level, so that any job that is coming is just going to be entry level that will come into you. You won't even see any jobs that will be showing you thousands of money. You would see the least, like the smallest amount of money, because that's what they are targeting. Then you don't need to click on hourly or fixed, because you want to do both hourly and fixed. You can decide to click on the two. You can decide to ignore the two, and then yeah, so you can click on the two, right? You can click on the two, both hourly and both fixed. You can put in the amount you want to be seeing. Probably your minimum should be like $2, and your maximum should be like $5. That's for hourly job, and then for, you can see that there's no result search. So you make sure that you put it in a way that you can still, even if you don't see a no result search now, later on it will pop out when a person apply for job. But most times I just like to leave it like that. So even if you leave it, both of them will still pop up. So number of proposals, most times I just say five, fewer than five, and then 5 to 10. Those are the proposals I want to be seeing. I don't want to be seeing more than, anybody has a job that's submitted proposal 10, 15, 15, 20, I just leave it. That is when I was starting up on Upwork, and that is what you should do. So next we go to clients information. So do you want to also be seeing your previous clients, your payments verified? Yes. If the person is not verified, I should not see any job post without any payments verified. The person should have payments verified. So any jobs that you're seeing over here, right, um should have payments verification. And then you can also see clients that you've worked with before. Then when you come to work history, it should be that they've not hired anybody, right? Or therefore you can say maybe 1 to 9 persons. If they've hired to, you can still submit, right? Those are actually, sometimes they're actually people who are also starting up as you, right, that would hire. So let's say no hires, and then 1 to 9 hire. So your location, you can just leave it like that. Anybody who wants their job done from any location, right, you would see that. So client's time zone as well, I just do leave that. I don't. So when you say length projects, I actually work in less than a month, and then 1 to 3 months, because I have other things that I'm doing. Okay, so hours per week, we have less than 30 hours, we have more than 30 hours, which it is, you just choose one. You just choose the one you want, whether you want to work in this. But sometimes I just leave it like that. And then you have job duration, contact to hire roles. I just leave it like that. And then when you're done, you now save search. Then you click on save search. And then when you click on save search, then you can see it. You can see all your list in here. When you click on save search, then it picks everything. You can do that, like that one we did now was just for machine learning. You can do another one for like my own. Now I did one for machine learning. I went back, searched, put in the these are things that just help you make sure that whatever job is popping out in this place are what exactly you want, not something else. Okay. Another mistake that freelancers are making is your proposal does not match your profile. I mean, you say you're probably a machine learning data scientist. You probably say you're a what's it called, different job roles, right? But whatever you're submitting, whatever job you're submitting should be exactly what you do. Don't go and say, because okay, at first too, that was how my own case was when I usually I am a data scientist, right, and data analyst. But sometimes I see roles on randomly just see roles on as of that time I'd not started research, but I randomly do see roles on research paper, like writing. And I just started writing my research as of that time. So I kind of know a bit about how to write research papers. But when I see roles on, writing papers, I'm very much excited and I feel like I want to apply because I know it. But my profile does not really state that. You understand? So that is a big no. You're just going to waste your connect because clients will not even pick you. They're like, what does this person do and what is he applying for? Do you understand? So here are all the mistakes that freelancers are making, right? And really, by the moment I discovered all these things and I changed it, I made sure that, in fact, there's a day I just sat down, like, you know what, we need to do this profile optimization. I need to optimize my profile very much, like very well. And the moment I did that, I started seeing jobs, invites, a lot of invites came in consistently, and that was what really changed me. So I'll tell you that if you do not know how to optimize your profile, I have the link, right? Either here or here. It's going to be placed there. Go and watch it and see how to optimize your profile. If you do not know how to write a proposal, I gave example of how to write a proposal. I have like 2 videos that shows the exact way I write proposals that get me my clients. So you should go and watch it. That's very important. So my final thought on this is that if you have put it in your head that the reasons why you're not getting proposals or you're not getting it because you don't have experience or because the job market is saturated, trust me, the job market is not saturated. It is not at all. There are many people who start Upwork, at this current stage, and they are getting to top rated as fast as possible. It just has to do with strategy. You need to know what works and what does not work. And to be honest, I have showed you everything that worked for me, and if you put it into practice, I can tell you that everything is going to be okay, and you're going to get your first client in within weeks. Yes, I can bet you on that, within weeks. And one very important thing, one thing I will just keep hitting is that is the main thing. When I say that's the main thing, is that okay, it is not just about writing your proposals. Yes, you need to write a very good proposals, but one also very important thing is that you need to be vigilant, in the sense that you need to have the app on your phone and always check for jobs as far and go and apply as fast as possible. That is the only way where you can get your first client as well. Like, that's the way, one of the ways that you can get your first client fast, and then every other thing comes after. Go and when you say job post, some clients they are waiting. The moment they drop a job post, right? They are waiting for clients to, they are reading it immediately. And imagine if you are the first 3 or first 4 that submitted at that point, they will read it immediately. And the next thing is knowing how to write your proposal. By the time you hit it on the nail, show them evidence, tell me the reasons why they won't pick you. So yeah, I guess you have learned from this, and I guess that you would, effect all these things that I've said, and you get your first client. I am rooting for you. If you're here and you've not gotten your first client and you feel like, you've just been stuck, don't be stuck. There is space for you. You see, I used to say it that all the money that is on Upwork, or all the money that is in tech, right? For those of us that are in tech, all the money that is in tech, my share is part of it. I'm just waiting to collect it. And that's the honest truth. So, and that's the reason why I'm working hard, because I need to collect my share. My share is part of those money. So just put it in your head that no, it is not saturated. It is strategy. Most of these things are strategy. Hit the nail on the head and tell me reasons why you won't get. So if you found this very helpful, I'd like to know some of the mistakes that you've probably made, and and it's not allowing you to get your first client. So drop your comments. I would like to see it, and I would like to tell you some things also to also motivate you, and also give you reasons why. And also, you would like me to make videos to show you the exact way I write proposals, like exact way I write my proposals, like exact way I write proposals as fast as possible using ChatGPT. Because I use ChatGPT. Forget it. All those people that you see that are top rated we use ChatGPT for it. We use ChatGPT, especially when nothing is coming to our head, but we just know how to place it and how to, let ChatGPT give us something very good. So if you want me to do a video and show you how I use ChatGPT as fast as possible to submit proposals on Upwork and get it viewed, then drop a comment below, and I would do that. So if you found this very helpful, please share to those people who are trying to start up on Upwork and are feeling really, really down, or feeling like there's no space for them. Please drop this video for them and encourage them and let them know that no, there's space for them to actually achieve what they want to achieve. So I guess this video is very helpful to you, and please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment, right? It just helps my video go viral, and it helps it get to the right audience. Yeah, and so thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Yeah, bye.